Don't get too excited, guys. I was nominated for editing. I love how the last guy's making fun of the midget named Gary, and my name's Gary. I'm like a smaller person. I'm not a midget, okay? Just so we get that. You have your host working hard all night. Your host has been a little too good looking. I'm here to bring you guys back down to reality. I'm not saying this pandemic's been tough on me, but I'm 25 years old. I used to look like Tom Cruise from Rain Man. Now I look like Dustin Hoffman from Rain Man. I look like Tom Cruise if the missions really were impossible. Like I've transformed more than Caitlyn Jenner. Speaking of Caitlyn, let's give it up for Caitlyn Jenner running for governor. How great was that? That girl's got balls. Like, I really thought that girl could come from behind. I thought she could transform California into something we couldn't even identify. Her promos had Bruce and Caitlyn. Like, that wasn't even fair. That was 2 against 1. And you know what? I have to say, I really did want Caitlyn to win. Mainly for the sake of this joke. But Caitlyn lost, you know, unfortunately. And she ran against a guy named John Cox who walked around with a bear all day. So California voted against Cox. And they voted against no Cox. I like that look. And it was so funny. Ron Jeremy was almost having sex with that girl. I've never seen a more disgusted look on your face when they were making out. So that was great. That was the highlight of my show tonight. So thank you for being here. That was very nice. And by the way, look guys, let me get back to this. I'm not anti-trans. Like I would love to date Caitlyn Jenner if I could. No, I would love to date Caitlyn. Like who wouldn't want a 6'5" in high heels bodyguard with him at all times? Like I can tell my friends, hey guys, I'm dating an Olympic gold medalist. And they think it's like a petite Russian skater or gymnast and outwalks my linebacker in high heels. It'd be great. That girl know how to throw a javelin. So she know how to work a stick, you know? And then, you know, I can say, hey babe, Kate, can you run and get the car? She does that in 10.5 seconds. The girl ran 100 meters in 10.5 seconds. And then when she pulls up all dry, because she transformed into a woman and then promptly killed someone with a car. Apparently, she transformed into an Asian woman. Sorry, Dina, I just had to bring that up. I'm sure you're a good driver. You haven't gotten in a car accident in like a good 2 months, right? You're a great driver, I can tell. And I'm very happy you're here because I love when Asians are at the show. There's not enough here today. Because when there's Asians at the show, I feel like we're doing a public service and keeping you off the road. So I prefer that. And I know you're disgusted at me. I can see your arms. You're pissed at me too. But let me just say something. I can't date Caitlyn Jenner. And speaking of Asians, I happen to be dating a beautiful Filipina right now. So thank you. Thank you. And it's funny because like I met her at a show, and like my friend DM'd me and said, "Can I get her in 2?" But she accidentally typed, "Can I get her on top? We will ride together." Talk about great expectations. Like that was an offer I couldn't refuse. So now I'm dating a beautiful Filipina. I call her my thriller from Manila. She calls me her 90-day fiance. But how many people, everyone loves that. Who likes 90-day fiance here? Figures. Look, I look like every guy on 90 Day Fiance. You know, older, balding, like dating someone half their age, you know, just really like risk it all, love and a green card. Like, I wish my girlfriend was more of a war-torn country, you know? Because when you have to walk 10 miles through landmines, dodging bullets, I start to look a lot like Brad Pitt. So you know, look, I hope it works out. Like, this girl's really great. She's got every great quality except for the driving thing. But, you know, she says we have a language barrier, but she says we have a language buyer. She goes, I want you to take me to the 3rd Street Pomegranate. And she says, hey, can you take me bowling to the Hollywood Bowl? You have to be in LA to understand that, thank you. And she says, you big dick. And I don't know how to take that. That could either be a compliment or, I don't know, could be an insult, we don't know yet. But, you know, but it's gone pretty well so far, you know. She said we ought to go see a terrorist. She needs a therapist, by the way. But we have a lot in common too, like neither one of us drink. And there's a lot of great people who don't drink, like Hitler and Trump. Like, I've never done drugs and alcohol in my life. And if you guys don't do drugs and alcohol, you could look like this. So stay with the drugs, you guys, okay? So I'm not doing, I've never done drugs and alcohol my entire life. And it's not that, like, I'm not gonna. Like, I'm just saving it for when I hit 80. And I'm gonna do a Scarface with, like, mounds of cocaine. It's gonna be great. I was at the DMV the other day, and they said, hey, you want to fill this organ donor card? I'm like, oh, fuck that! Like, I'm gonna give my pristine, perfect liver to some wino who's gonna live another 30 years on my dime. I don't think so. This liver is going to, like, a museum or something. So, by the way, who's from San Diego here? You guys know? Alright, I grew up in the main streets of La Jolla. I actually went to La Jolla High right down the street. And like the first girl I had a crush on and the first girl I slept with both later went into porn. I'm not such a lover, I'm a career guidance counselor, you guys. So, by the way, let's go for the DJ working hard all night too. Thank you guys, I'm the DJ, that's very kind of you, I appreciate the support. I'm like the Calvin Harris of comedy. I'm like 6'5", he's like, I'm playing myself off stage, you guys. I guess my timing's not, I'm gonna finish this joke, then I'll get off. Like, I'm very similar to Calvin Harris, besides our music timing's different. He's like 6'5", I'm like 5'6". Calvin's got the body of a Greek god, I got the body of Greek yogurt. Calvin modeled for Armani, I can model for hair plugs. So we're very similar. You guys have a